So now, LL, James Houston, too legit to quit. Are you going to do the MC Hammer dance for us now?
I can't. I never could in my whole life. I could never do it. Too legit to quit. I never could. Like even when I was a little kid. So I apologize to MC Hammer because he real. But and I don't want to be out here making no jokes about MC Hammer. But yes, that's what I thought about when I was watching the game on Sunday. I think this is the most playing time he's gotten. He was out there for more snaps that I've ever recognized him out there for. And he had his best game, 3 solo tackles, 3 sacks, a forced fumble. Looked real fierce out there, tipped the balance away from Aiden Hutchinson in some aspect. Of course, I don't think he's still getting the respect that a pass rusher opposite of Aiden Hutchinson that he would need, but he's working there. A few weeks ago, or about a month ago, I think it was like November, at the end of November, my topic was James Houston, we have a problem. And I asked the guys on the show and y'all out there, what do y'all think he's going to be? Is this going to be like a situational pass rusher? Could he actually get some playing time and, be all right? Or is he going to be the guy that's going to be opposite Aiden Hutchinson for the next 11 years or so? I'm going to just go ahead and say that's where the too legit comes. I think he's legit, and I think he's around for a while, man. I don't know if that's going to be 11 years, but it's definitely a while. He's making a name. He's putting everybody on notice. I love it even more because it gives Deion just a little, or his Deion and Jackson State a little bit more. It's like, dang, y'all actually was down there doing something. Because one of y'all had mentioned in that topic was like they figured out he was playing out of position. So who knows? Let's say he transferred there, and they actually let him play the middle. He not here, and he not a problem for nobody. So shout out for whoever recognized that maybe we could put him in this position, and shout out to Brad Holmes or whoever on our staff figured out this is a good pick. So again, this is my opinion about James Houston. Y'all can let me know what y'all think as well. But I personally think James Houston, I'm going to try it. James Houston is too legit. See? Too quick.
Okay, no, L.
So wait a minute. Let's see if I can do it. What's the quit thing? Because I got the other.
Too quick like this. You got to do your hand
to quit like that. So it's too legit to quit.
Yeah, but you got
pretty close.
In my head, I always hear the beat, but I can't do it. So.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought about Houston when I was at the game, at the Bears-Lions game. As soon as he did those sacks, I was like, immediately to my mind was, Houston, we have a problem. He was an absolute beast last Sunday. He's making a name for himself. And, he was an unexpected, his performance for me was unexpected because he was really under the radar in the draft for me. So to see that he's really stepping up is a good thing. It really speaks loudly for the coaching staff that they are bringing everything out of him, and he's stepping up and making his name for himself.
Yeah, you know what? I think James Houston will be a situational pass rush specialist. I think if you move James Houston into like a full-time position, he might not have the same energy that he comes off with, when he in those situations. I think maybe, the game wears him down and then maybe he doesn't have those bursts. But also he could, because James Houston reminds me a lot of Dwight Freeney. He reminds me a lot of Dwight Freeney, the way he dips, bends. So he could
Robert
be.
Mathis. Robert Mathis was down there too. Robert Mathis. He used to be. I don't know if he was at their thing, but he coaches linebackers down, in the South.
Oh, he does.
Like
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Robert Mathis.
He might see the same thing. So I think he. Man, I don't know. Now you say that, man, he might be, sir. He could be a full-time guy. We just, you know what? There's never a problem having too many defensive ends. Just ask the New York Giants, who won the Super Bowl with Eli Manning. They had 4 pass rushers and 4 Pro Bowlers on that team, and so yeah, man, I'm all with it. But I think James Houston, as of right now, will be served as a situational pass rusher, but he could move into that full-time spot. So who knows?
Yeah, I just want to add since that was his first start against Buffalo when I asked, do we have a problem? Since then, he's had, let's see here, 9 tackles, 8 of them solo, and 6 sacks. So, that's, he's been getting spot duty, stuff like that. I like what you said too, though, Coach. Maybe I never looked at it like that. Maybe putting him out there every single down, he ain't going to have the same impact. But, he's getting a lot of playing time now. So I would, whatever it is now, do it just like that.
Yeah, and he's just getting started. So imagine what his stats are going to be as he develops. He's going to be an absolute, beast. Looks like the Lions are developing their own monsters of the midway, kind of, sort of. Well, I don't know what we're going to call them yet, but they're getting them there.
The D and the D.
The D and the G. Okay, well.
I had said the blue meanies, but I don't think nobody like that but me.
No, that brings up some bad wrestling memories there.
I don't know much about the wrestling, but if you know, blue meanies is some other, that's some tough dudes. That's another name for a very tough group of guys. So, but maybe it's too much for TV.
We'll put it up to the Prowl Nation. Well, let the Prowl Nation. We'll come up with some names. You guys give us what your thoughts on what they should be called.